Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching my review of Glenmorangie The Quinta Ruban. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to my review of Glenmorangie The Quinta Ruban. This is the second of 3 core range whisky reviews that I'm doing from Glenmorangie. The first was the Lasanta 12-year-old. If you haven't seen that already, I'll put a link in the description and you can check that out. The Quinta Ruban is a 14-year-old single malt Scotch whisky, and this particular whisky has been finished in ex-ruby port pipes. It retails for £54 in the UK, it's 46% ABV, and it's possibly coloured and possibly chill filtered. Should we find out what it tastes like? On to the whisky. So before I start nosing and tasting, let's have a quick look at the colour. I'd say that's like a tawny, but possibly this does have added colour. Let's start with the nose. Right, so the first thing I get with this is chocolate. Lots and lots of creamy chocolate. I also get a slightly astringent sort of smell. Reminds me of rhubarb. Sort of like rhubarb sweets, the sort of boiled, slightly sugary, slightly acidic sweets. There's also some cereal in there. Reminds me of like oats. And I'm also getting some cherry, but it reminds me of like cherry wine. Let's move on to the palate. Yeah, so with this I get lots of red fruit. It really is quite fruity, a little jammy. But there's also dryness with it. It sort of sucks my cheeks in a little bit like a dry wine would. It really sort of amplifies the taste buds and the mouthfeel. It really is quite nice. This. There is that chocolate that I picked up on the nose. That chocolate is nice and creamy. It really does have a lovely creamy mouthfeel. But yeah, it's packs a lot of flavour, this. Let's have another sip. Yeah, this has got a lovely creamy mouthfeel. There's also a slight sort of perfume in the background there, which isn't unpleasant, but there is a slight perfume note. There's also some heat, a little bit of pepper, but there's also like a fizziness, like a fizzy sherbet. And there's also a sugary sweetness, but it's more like honey. It has that sort of honey taste to it, which is really quite nice. In terms of finish, I'd say this is medium length. There is wine gums, very similar to the note that I picked up on the Lasanta. There's also vanilla sweetness, and there's also some heat and pepper. In terms of value though, this retails for £54 in the UK. But like its younger sibling, the 12-year-old, it's regularly on offer. So in UK supermarkets and online retailers, you can find this for around the £45 mark. And I think for a 14-year-old, I think this is not bad value at all, especially for the experience and the flavour. The fact it's 46%, it gives a really nice tasting experience, and I just think that that's a good price for the experience ratio for me. It's definitely one that I'd recommend. It's slightly better than the 12-year-old, the La Santa, but both are actually quite good, but this is better. If you tried this and you liked it, or even if you didn't like it, if it wasn't your cup of tea, let me know in the comments, because I'm always interested to hear what other people, you know, find from the whiskies that I review. Hopefully you'll come back next week for the final review of my core range Glenmorangie reviews, and I'll see you then. Saunter.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.